What I want to continue with here is laying some groundwork on just this fundamental question of what is a brand. Because if you get 10 branding experts in a room at one time, you would get 10 different answers. So there's a lot of different ways to look at a brand, but I want to give you some foundational notions here, because for all we talk about the hyperbole of, oh, a brand is a promise, or a brand is the embodiment of customer attitudes about you, deep down, it actually has some very functional bases that I think you as a brand strategist need to be aware of. Now, the American Marketing Association defines a brand as a name, term, sign, symbol, or design, or combination of them intended to identify the goods and services of one seller or group of sellers and to differentiate them from those of competitors. So this tells us that brands are grounded in the name or other elements that are used to identify it, most notably a logo or a slogan or something such as that. In fact, there isn't a single definition of a brand. There are many different viewpoints, but if we want to look at it from a kind of in a layered and a somewhat more nuanced way, we would look at it as what we call here the brand onion, which is a concept developed by some people at Brand Finance in the UK. And at the heart, at the middle, is this idea of the brand, very similar to the AMA definition, being very specific trademarks, the logo, the name, and those core identifying elements. Around that is what we would consider a little bit broader bundle of intellectual property rights related to the brand. So that would include the packaging. It would include what we call the trade dress. It might include any icons or jingles, the domain name, any other secondary marks that are related to that. Now that all sounds kind of technical and legal, and in fact it actually is. So that would be looking at brands largely as trademarks and the kind of the legal aspects of it. That's certainly not how we as consumers or users of a product look at it, which would be more represented by the green circle on the outer edge here, which is really the whole business or the whole operation